is this craziness? Oh my goodness. That's ice. Welcome to my channel. Today we are making strata. Strata is one of my very favorite breakfast foods for a couple of reasons. It's delicious, it's scalable, so if your family is one person or 8, you can easily make this and it'll be the perfect amount. The only thing that I change really is the number of eggs that I use. All you're gonna need is some old bread. I made this a few days ago and it's starting to get a little bit stale. You'll need an egg and some half and half. Everything else is optional. I definitely want to put cheese in mine because everything's better with cheese. First thing we'll do is cut the crust off the bread, but we're going to save the crust. If you've watched my channel before, you know that I always save the crust and then later I'm going to do something fun and delicious with it. When you have extra crust like this, just keep a bag in the freezer and add to it every single time. At the end of the month, I make this into croutons or I'll make French onion soup. Sometimes I make a vegetarian meatloaf, but I always have use for breadcrumbs. Nothing goes to waste. Now that we've removed the crust from our bread, I am going to make very thin slices. See that? If your bread is already pre-sliced, don't worry about it. This is a preference. It is not critical. There we go. For the next part, you'll want to use a Pyrex dish that's appropriate for the size of the crowd you're serving. Today, it's just myself. So, you're going to layer the bread with the egg and the cream mixture. The bread and cream mixture, this is going to be a little bit like playing Tetris. You want to take the little extra pieces and kind of fit them in, so that you don't have any gaps around the edge. There, perfect. With our bread sliced, we are going to take our cream and our egg and mix those together. My rule of thumb on this is usually 1 egg per person. And for one serving, it looks like I have 1 cup of half and half. I'm going to pour a little bit of this on here, just enough to make the bread wet. I'm going to add some cheddar cheese. And because I like to make it a little more special, even when it's just an everyday dish, I have sauteed some sweet onions. You can use any vegetable you want or none at all. So that layer has sweet onion. We'll put another layer of bread and fit our little Tetris pieces in around the side here. Put another layer of milk. You can make this recipe the night before and put it in the refrigerator if you prefer. For this layer, I'm going to add some Parmesan. As well as some fresh spinach. The original recipe doesn't call for any vegetables, but I tried to add extra color and nutrition wherever I reasonably can. And you just want to keep layering it like it's a lasagna. Okay, keep in mind this will swell up when it bakes. We're going to bake it at a very low temperature for an hour. You'll want to preheat your oven to 325, and then you'll cover your dish. There we go, this is going to be amazing. I'm going to use some tin foil. I'll cover it like this and put it right in the oven. My oven has been preheating and it's ready to go for an hour at 325. Because this can spill over the top and sometimes leak, I'm going to put mine on a cookie sheet. Here we go. We'll check back on that in a little bit. Of course, I never want to waste anything, so if you only need enough bread for 1 or 2 servings and you have some left over, go ahead and slice this up into cubes and put this in your freezer bag. And we are going to make something delicious with this later on. Nothing goes to waste. There we go. Oh, look how pretty this is. This is not a dish that you want to turn brown in any fashion. So I've just removed the foil and it has been about 15 minutes. It didn't take that long because we are making a smaller portion. I'm going to turn off the oven and pull it out to cool. This is our spinach and sweet onion strata. Just what we need on such a cold day in the Pacific Northwest.